Hey, welcome back guys. On the last video we were showing you the new water softener. This is the old one.
Here it comes.
Teresa's got it all taken apart. Nice job. It's pretty damp down here now because we had to relieve some stuff. Teresa's just doing a preliminary siphoning of salt. Apparently too much powder in your salt creates salt bridging. So we'll just show you what she's siphoning out here. And in there, it's like very fine. There you go. So, not going to take any chances, and then she's probably going to play with that pile over there. We're just running it through a colander first.
Yeah, look at this. This is what's in the bottom of your bags.
Yeah, makes sense. They get thrown around, crunched and ground, and so got all the tools there. Jim was kind enough to install this, so we got the rain fresh system on before the softener. And she goes up there to your outlet, and then it comes back out and then goes to your water heater. So Teresa's just filling it up. She'll read the directions, the instructions, and then get the thing charged. So Teresa's got enough in there, and she's filled it to about 4 bags. 3.5, 4 bags. So I guess we got to scan this code here, because all the instructions are online now. But yeah, there's the instructions for this particular model. Oh, I got the light on. Sorry about that reflection. Alright, so we're going to be firing it up soon. Turn the water on, and this is what's come out of our water filter, or
The old bypass valve. Wow.
doesn't really want to move, does it? Yeah, you can hear a bit of grinding and stuff in there. So I'm really happy we put that filter in line first before the softener. If anybody's thinking about installing a water softener, as you can see, this is a dug well. It's not a drilled well. Just some preventative measures would be good idea. Or a sediment filter, something like that. The water heater will be a next year project.
Yeah. What time is it?
So we'll just let Therese get this all programmed. It's 10:53. She's got to set the time and everything, so we'll let her get on with that. Okay, so here we are about 2 hours later. Let's go check and see how things are. Back down to the dungeon we go. Dehumidifier's back on. It's slowly drying things up down here. Doesn't seem to be any leaks. It's good. She's hooked up nice. Yeah, 156, operating steady. And there is a light in here to show you the salt level. It turns on, I forget where it is. Gone down to 3 now. Things are starting to settle. No flashy lights or warnings. Okay, well, it seems to be working okay. If ever anybody else is doing this, make sure that you get all the air bubbles out of the system. Kill the light. And another thing you need to check too, take these off after you've disconnected downstairs. You've upset all the system, right? So you're going to get a whole lot of black gunk and whatnot and chunks and sediment. So make sure you pull this aerator off. Maybe soak it in vinegar or something like that. Turn it upside down. Give it a few taps on paper towel. You'll be amazed at what comes out of there. Now let's go. Oh, here. Nice and clean. That was running really dirty brown earlier. That's the hot water. I think we got to turn the water heater back on. Same thing with your bathroom taps. If it has an aerator. We put the aerator into like an iron out substance. So this is running good. Nice. Everything's nice. Even the toilet will hiccup. Remember, we're on a dug well. So the toilet, it did a few little hiccups and bubbles. And you can see staining in there when the water softener gives up. It will start to stain some of the your porcelains and other things. So that's pretty much it, guys. But if you want to know about the system we used, it's that one right there. We'll have to give an update later on how it functioned. But so far so good. It's running up and about, and this is 2 o'clock, so we'll call this one. Thanks everybody for tagging along with Teresa and Steve again here with this, fixing this old turd in Southern Ontario. And end of transmission now.